there's a Shell station here, and a Phillips 66 station here, and there's a Quick Trip, I will absolutely go to the Quick Trip before I would go to the others. And Quick Trip, I've had such great experiences with them, and they must get incredible training at Quick Trip. When you walk in the doors of Quick Trip, guess what they do as soon as you walk in?
Greet you.
Instantly, you are greeted the minute your hand hits that door. And sometimes not even by one person. If there's a couple people working, they'll all kind of look over, hi, welcome to Quick Trip, welcome to Quick Trip. So one day I was flying, I was sat next to this guy, and he worked for Quick Trip, which has their headquarters in Kansas City, Missouri. That's where their main office is. And so he was sitting next to me on the plane. And I don't know, we just got talking. He's like, you ever heard of Quick Trip? I'm like, Quick Trip? Well, that's my favorite gas station. And he's like, really? Why do you like us so well? And I'm like, well, I don't know, you have just this awesome reputation. And people know. It's kind of like Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A's, you think of Chick-fil-A versus KFC, who's got better customer service? You know, most people would say Chick-fil-A's pretty good. But Quick Trip's kind of the same thing. And he was telling me, he's like, oh, we go through such extensive training. He's like, when you get hired at Quick Trip, I mean, we are adamant when you walk in one of our stations, you're going to get a friendly hello from everyone that's standing behind that counter. And I said, I love that. And he said, do you know why we do that? He said, 2 reasons. One, because we want the great customer service. We want to be known for clean stations, great customer service. He said, but the other thing that we do is we also welcome people. He said, because it reduces our theft. He said, because as soon as someone walks in the door, right, they open up the door and they're like, hey, welcome to Quick Trip. If that person was thinking about stealing a candy bar, like, they know that we saw him walk in the door, right? And he said, it's been amazing. But he said, you know, the big perk is everyone thinks our customer service is fantastic. So anyway, we talked the gas station business, you know, on that flight that day. I love going to Quick Trip. I don't know, is their gas any better or worse than anyone else's? I don't know. It's about the same price as the other stations, but if I've got a choice, I'm going to go someplace where I feel like the people are friendly, helpful. I want to share with you a survey, bottom half of page number 1 there. And this survey was done a couple years ago, and it was done by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, and they went out and they did some research and tried to figure out if someone was going to go to a business and spend money there. You know, I go to this pawn shop, I walk in, I spend some money, leave a few dollars behind. What's gonna get me to never want to come back and do business with that business again? Okay, why would I quit? All right, or what's going to get me to maybe go to the cheese store, buy some cheese, you know, take it home. I'm visiting from out of town. I take it home, got my cooler in the trunk, so I'm going to pack some for the ride home. What's going to maybe get me to never want to come back there again? And so this survey is really interesting. They reached out and tried to find out why people quit doing business with businesses. So we're going to look at the 100% of people that might quit doing business with you and talk about what some of the reasons are. So of the 100% that are saying, I'll never go back, what are the reasons why they won't? So we're going to start with the smallest one, the 1%. Why do you think the smallest reason, smallest percent of people not wanting to come back and do business with you would be?
Out of the area.
That's a really good one. Hold on to that thought, because it's coming up, but it's not the 1%.
Okay.
Death.
What?
Death.
Death. So that they die after they see how much their gas bill is going to be, or?
Eventually everyone will die, so like the top customer know.
You need to add that to
Ding,
your
ding,
stuff.
ding, ding.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
You were in that class.
And Catherine, I hope that your percent isn't higher, but it's possible. Right. So 1% they say die. They can't come back because...
However, our rate on birth is higher too, so we have a constant turnaround.
There's a little give and take.
There you go.
Give and take. All right. I'm going to give you the second one because you said they were from out of the area. And these numbers are for the U.S. These are just general numbers for the U.S. Could be a little bit higher, you know, with the gas business. You're right off the interstate, and you know, people fill up and we'll never see them again because they're not from the area. They may not pass through again. But they say about 3% of people don't come back because they move on. They're not in the area. They don't. Maybe I used to come to the area because I had grandkids or parents that lived here. We'd always stop and get gas at your station. And now Mom and Dad don't live here anymore. They've retired to Mesa, Arizona, and so we don't come here anymore. We don't know anyone. So that could be part of this. Let's do the next one, which is 5%. Is there anyone here that's really fussy with where you get your hair cut? You always go to the same barber, the same salon?
Yes.
Anybody? Yeah, yes? Oh, perfect, all right. Maybe come on down. All right, let's give Gina a round of applause. All right, perfect. What's the name of the salon?
Perfect touch.
Perfect Touch, and who?
Oh no, cutting it up. She just moved. So
Oh, we're gonna
she
cut
used to
it up.
be Perfect Touch, yeah.
What's her name?
Shantae.
Shantae, and we're at Cutting It Up Salon. Okay, and you go in like what, once a month? All right, for a trim.
Every couple weeks.
Every couple
I
weeks.
used
Okay, all right. So okay, sounds good. Hey, how's it going, Gina?
to. Hi.
What's going on? Good to see you.
Nice to see you
Yeah,
too.
excellent.
You're really not gonna cut my hair, right?
Yeah, how's work been going?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Kind of
yeah,
busy.
you keep it-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I saw the parking lot over there the other day, and it was, oh my gosh, there were so many cars.
Yeah.
You still kind of work in different positions there? Or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Okay,
How's the
perfect.
kids doing?
Oh boy, you know, they're getting older, and the youngest is, well, he's potty trained now. And,
Good. Yeah.
yeah, so, yeah. So,
Okay, good.
I was so anxious to see her face when he did that.
yeah, I don't know if I told you or not, this is my last week working here.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm going over to Snip and Curl, you know that, down there on Main Street
Yeah.
there in the 200 block?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brenda, she used to work here, remember?
Yeah.
She's over there working, and they've got an open chair, and they're looking for somebody, and so she's been on me to come over there and work, so I told her that I would, and so I've just been kind of letting all my regulars know that that's where I'll be. I can give you a card if you want, here's
Perfect,
the
thank you.
phone number and everything.
Thanks.
Cuts are gonna be the same and everything,
Okay,
price,
great.
and so.
Great.
Well, let me grab the mirror here, what do you think?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Turned out good, didn't it? Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
Good
yep,
job.
thank you, definitely. Well, let me get you out of there. and- Okay, well, you're all set to go. It's good to
Thank
see you.
Nice to see you too.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
You have a good
a Snip and
day.
Curl. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
See you later.
No tip.
Tip.
Yeah, thank you. All right, give a round of applause. How many of you have someone that you really like that person, and if they weren't at that business, you'd take your business elsewhere. You'd follow them, maybe if they went down the street. That you're not going to that business because of the product necessarily that they're selling, but you're going there because you like the person. You can trust them. I don't know. I've got a mechanic in Phoenix. He's got a Jeep, and I always go to the same guy. And he's moved different shops over the years, you know. And now I'm driving like 45 minutes to have him work on my Jeep. If anything needs to be done, I just trust him. I don't worry about him trying to scam me. I don't worry about him overcharging, but I just trust him. And sometimes what happens in business is people get really connected to you. They like you. And it's not the name on your store, but if they can follow you to another place in town or nearby, and they leave the business that they were coming to, we refer to that as other friendships. And about 5% of customers, they say, of the ones that quit, leave for that reason.
Brad, that's true because my son is a hairdresser in St. George, and he has 5 ladies from Las Vegas that come up to him once a month. There's a gazillion hairdressers in St. George. I mean, in Las Vegas, but they all carpool together and come up, and he marks out the whole day
Just for
for
that.
these 5 ladies.
Mhm.
Shantae's got them with Richfield. People come from
Yeah.
Richfield. I mean, it's an hour away.
Crazy. I mean, it's just because people build this attachment. I mean, my dentist is kind of like that too. You know, if you're trying to think of other people that you may connect with, there in Phoenix by my house, when I first moved to town, I started going to him, and he was right next, like almost right next to my house. Well, I've continued to move further east in town over the years, and he's moved further to the west side of town. But literally every 6 months, I get in the car, I go all the way from the east side, all the way out to the west side. He's out in, almost in Sun City, which is a big retirement area. He still tells me he moved out there because the money is really good. All the seniors moved out there.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm getting out of the young neighborhood. He's like, I'm going out by the seniors. And but I love going out there because you guys, he's so good. I walk in his office, and his receptionist, they all know the kind of work I do, right? So I'll walk in the door, and as soon as the door opens up, they'll look up, well, Brad, where you been lately? Because they know what I do, that I travel all the time, and his hygienist knows me by name, and she's always asking questions, and then he'll come in and talk, and there's even been times where I've been traveling on the road, and I've had, you know, something go bad in my mouth, and you need a dentist, and this was maybe 2 years ago, I called the office, and I'm like, I got this major issue, one of my caps had fallen off, and I wasn't going to be in town till Friday night. It was either Friday night or early Saturday morning that I was getting in. And he got on the phone and he's like, what time do you get in? And I told him, and he's like, all right, here's the deal. Can you be to my office at like noon on Saturday? And they're not open on Saturdays. And I'm like, yeah, I can come. And in a big town, you just do not find people that are willing to like
To do
to do that kind of stuff. And so he meets me at his office. We set up a time. Nobody else is in there. He comes in. He fixes my tooth. I mean, what a nice guy, right? I mean, so he could probably double his prices, and I would still drive all the way across town to go with him. And that's a cool thing when you find someone you really like. Price becomes less of a factor, and it's all about the service. The same thing with gas, or same thing with cheese, or pawn shop. I mean, a lot of people are coming there because of you and the style that you deliver, the customer service that you deliver to them. Becomes less about the price. You can't be way overpriced, okay? But you can be a little bit higher if people really love you. But that's what that 5% one is all about. Now we get to the next one. I'm going to just share this one here with you. It has to do with your price. There are some people that may not like your prices. You know, I go to Kyle, and Kyle's got some cool stuff in his pawn shop, and you ever have people say to you, Kyle, well, I can go buy a brand new one for that price.
All the time. I tell them that's a good deal, go do it.
That's a good, right. So, yeah, and so maybe Kyle's number's a little bit higher here, but there might be some people that are like, you know, I'm not going to pay that much for something that's secondhand.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I can go on Amazon, have it delivered right to my house, free shipping. It's brand new. I'm not dealing with any questions.